With the Qatar World Cup firmly behind us and the Premier League set to kickstart again on Boxing Day, let's take a look at how the Gunners performed at this year's World Cup and how that can shape the rest of the Arsenal season. Arron Ramsdale, England. Ramsdale found himself enjoying England's exploits from the bench, through no fault of his own though. Pickford was in incredible form, keeping 3 clean sheets in 5 games, along with some crucial saves in the matches against Senegal and France, despite eventually conceding to a quality Giroud header. He will have to pick up his club form in hopes that Southgate gives him a chance over Pickford, but he may have to wait till the next World Cup as the Everton goalkeeper shows no signs of slacking for the Three Lions. Matt Turner, USA. Turner, on the other hand, played every minute for the USMNT as they hope to make their mark in Qatar before hosting the World Cup in 2026. He managed 2 clean sheets in 4 games along with an impressive display against England before crashing out in the round of 16 versus a superior Dutch side. Nonetheless, he gave a good account of himself, leaving Arsenal fans quite at ease about their number 2 choice. Takehiro Tomiyasu, Japan. Unfortunately, Tomiyasu was only a bit part player through Japan's most prolific moments of the World Cup as they topped the group of death. He was finally fit against Croatia and put up a solid showing in the evenly contested match, which ended in heartbreak for the Japanese as they lost out on penalties. Tomiyasu though should return to London buoyed by his team's performance and bring the same drive to the Emirates. Ben White, England. Another Englishman who did not see the field as Southgate went with his tried and tested Stones-Maguire partnership. He also left the English camp early due to a bust-up in training, but as the English backline ages out, White should feel confident about eventually breaking into the starting 11 on the back of performances like he is putting up for Arsenal. William Saliba, France. The only starting defensive Arsenal player to see any real game time during the World Cup, Saliba will still be disappointed with his measly 27 minutes that he clocked up during their 1-0 loss to Tunisia. Given his form in the league, however, combined with an aging Rafa Varane, Saliba should be eyeing the right-sided centre-back spot for France's Euro squad. Let's just hope Arsenal are able to tie him down to a new contract so they can inevitably boast of his exploits in a France jersey. Thomas Partey, Ghana. Despite being one of the more senior members of the squad, Partey was not quite as influential as he is in North London. An exciting win against South Korea was not enough to see them through the group stage following a narrow loss to Portugal and capped off with a failure to exact revenge on Uruguay. At least he returns to Arsenal injury-free. Granit Xhaka, Switzerland. After captaining the Swiss to the round of 16 in a tricky group with Brazil, Serbia and Cameroon, Xhaka and co were humbled by rampant Portugal. Many fans, including us, thought Switzerland would prove more of a challenge following their exploits at the Euros, but that was far from the case. But Xhaka continues to be a staple of his promising Swiss team and will come back home and will fit right into the same role at Arsenal. Gabriel Martinelli, Brazil. The Brazilian Gunners certainly had a tournament to forget. Martinelli only saw 111 minutes of game time, with his only start coming in their low-stakes loss to Cameroon. He was arguably Brazil's best player on the day, but clearly did not impress Tite enough to warrant being called off the bench against Croatia when Vinicius Jr. failed to make a significant impact. He will return to London Colney with a lot to prove and hopefully take charge of creating and goal scoring in the absence of Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus, Brazil. And speaking of Gabriel Jesus, this is the biggest blow to Arsenal's season so far. He has been ruled out for 3 months due to a niggling injury that came to the fore in Brazil's final group game versus Cameroon. Despite not having scored in recent games for Arsenal, his importance to the way Arteta's system function is quite evident. Given his poor performance for Brazil, Jesus certainly has a point to prove, but his time out with injury threatens to put a spanner in both his and Arsenal's season. Bukayu Saka, England. Arsenal and England's golden boy had a World Cup to remember. He scored 3 goals from 4 appearances, but easily his best performance came against France in the quarterfinals. He won the first penalty for England and terrorized the left side of the French defence before eventually being subbed off. Unfortunately, his excellent form was unable to take the Three Lions past eventual runner-ups France, but Saka will return to Arsenal a hero and hope to bring his World Cup goal-scoring form to club football. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. We will see you guys for more Premier League and Arsenal football soon.